Traders, welcome back. In this system, we are using 4 things. 3 things are critical. This is level 4 reflection of C459, expressing the hidden elements. We start with the analysis of the reflection principle on 1 hour chart that guides us for a couple of hours. The biases for the trend, biases for the time we want to trade. So 4-hour cycles are competing and completing on 1 hour. 1 hour cycles are going to be completing on 15 minutes. And 15-minute cycles are going to be completing in 5 minutes and 1 minute charts. So if you are trading and want to know the major swing points, the termination points, we need to start with 1 hour analysis and find those big swing points. That is the structure we need to follow. So this 3-step process, the first step is where are my peaks and valleys? And we know this in advance where those peaks and valleys exist on any time frame. So in this chart, this is Sunday open. And when we have Sunday open, only option we have is to either look at the reflection points of the prior week or stay solo on this week and see how things unfold. And then what we do is we look at the reflection boxes. The priority one is to look at this rectangular boxes and curve fit one of them. If this has reflected on this side, it will reflect on the other side. And this is Sunday, this is Monday, and this is Tuesday morning. On Tuesday, we know these are the peaks, these are the valleys. Peaks and valleys do not express and manifest as highs and lows. These are the energy change time zones on 1 hour chart. So we know this area of 1 hour we're going to trade. This area of 1 hour we're going to trade. This area of 1 hour we are going to trade. Since we have placed this tool, the hotspot on the initial bar on 1 hour, we know market is going to be reflecting on any of these. And if it is reflected successfully on one side, we're going to trust the other side on a specific time. So rule number 1, where are my peaks and valleys? This is my valley. Is market getting inside the valley? It is getting inside my rectangular box. So you can also use this inner squares and the circles as well to start the process. For example, you may find something inside which we will show that we have used the inner box square to project the flattening of the square into a rectangular space. So that is what we are saying. Where are you at this time? Are you reflecting into my reflection box? And it does. This is on the hourly chart. And if it is holding, we also know it's going to reflect on the other side. This is hourly chart. You don't have to stare at the screen all day long right here. Second part, what we do is we are going to now introduce the second tool, which we call as Mandala, single bar Mandala. What is this doing? This is reflecting from the big bars. We take the initial bars and see which one is a big bar. This is the bar which we use to place this tool. This is the second rule. All right. So these tools are already established on the bottom. Not doing anything here, right? So we are trying to place the structures, and we're going to use the overlaying fractal phenomena. 1 hour and 5 minutes, and we can also even go to 1 minute. So we're gonna use these fractals overlay, which I'm going to explain next, but the tools are going to be the same. So 1 hour, initially we put it on. We also found after 3 hours that this is a big bar, and we know if this is the one we are following, does the market get into this rectangle in a given time? And it does. We also have Mandala here on the big bar, initiative big bar, gets in the red zone. It does. The ranges of 1 hour are too wide to trade. It's a 20-point range, and it may be too much of a stop loss. So what do? You go to 5 minutes. On a 5-minute chart, we put the reflection point bar here. We say, okay, this is reflecting. This is reflecting. It's going to keep reflecting. You're not interested in taking these trades for reflection. We are taking the projected 1 hour peaks and valleys and the boxes and the Mandala, the consolidated area of making the trade. Location has been found on the hourly basis. Now it's like saying I'm gonna buy a property in New York. It's a pretty big state. Now we are zoning in the area of interest, downtown Manhattan. Now remember, this box, we found this bar by just moving one single hotspot. Why we found this bar? Because if we go to the left side, you see this top was confirmed, and the circle is confirming it, rectangle is confirming it. This really, if this market was going up, market was going down, we found the reflection box. 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. It's already been qualified by the 1 hour. Peak or valley at 1 hour. It is there. Rectangle projections. Are they converging on that peak and valley? Yes, it is. Mandala. Are you projecting the reflection point in the same area and same? Yes, it is. Stop losses are pretty wide, so let's zoom into it. So we bring down the same tool in this area and find the reflection. This is reflected, and confirmed reflection is going to reflect on the other side of the rectangle. So on 5 minutes, same 3-step process. Do we have a peak or valley? If we have a peak, remember, peaks and valleys are nothing more than change of trend, nothing else. Do we have peak or valley? The same 2 to 3 time window, which we are projecting from 1 hour. Yes, we do. Do we have a micro fractal on 5 minutes? Yes, we do. So what's happening? Let's revisit. On 1 hour, we have reflection rectangle. We have Mandala, and they all collided in that valley of 2 to 3 a.m. Same time, at 2 to 3 a.m., we have this peak here. Trend expectations are already there. Some reversal is coming. So now we are zooming in the same fractal on 5 minutes. And we're finding the reflection of the fractal. We have curve fitted the top to find the bottom. The stop loss has gone from 20 points to 5 points. Let's do it again. on the top. Since it has reflected and is moving up, we can trust it. So what do we have to do here? We don't trade until it gets to the top. Remember, Mandala is reflecting. This guy is also reflecting. We can move the Mandala on the big bar right here. This was the big bar. It came here. We move it to this big bar. It's gonna come somewhere here, which is not captured. But this is where it is. Okay. All right. So, when are you coming to trade? Step number 1, peaks and valleys. You put on an alert. Go by your business. It could have gone here or here. It could have gone very fast up. So these are the peaks, the valleys. Peaks and valleys. So you have 2-3 hours of window between taking actions. For it to move from here, it will take some hours, right? It's not going to happen in 1 hour unless there's a news event planned. It can go up like this, boom, very fast in one single bar. If not, it'll take some time. So you know, okay, this is a valley. Probability of this going here is very low. Very low. So you project, okay, at these peaks or these valleys, it should be here. And you know that's in advance. Okay, so first one, are you at the peak or the valley? Yes. Now, second, are you reflecting based on the reflection from the bottom, since that is holding on the top? Rectangle, yes you are. So let's merge it. At the peaks and valleys, we are at the price level. Yes, we are. So we take the shot. So how do we take the shot? We zoom into the lower time frame. So how do we zoom into the lower time frame? We find some bar here where, since we are projecting the top, we are trying to go short. I need to curve fit the other side, the bottom, and hope that when market is going. Now the 1 hour is already saying this is a short area. Mandela is saying this is on hourly, this is a short area. I'm looking to short. That means I'm trying to find this area to hide behind, reduce my stop loss. So I'm looking for the bar, and we found a bar where we found the bottom because we want to reflect this on the top to trade the short, because hourly is setting up for short. On this chart, we want to see, do we have a peak or a valley? Add this, doesn't matter. So here we see there's a peak, there's a peak, there's a peak. So there are 2 peaks here projecting the tops. So here this is early morning, you're coming to trade a little later. So you come up here, you got this. Since we already projected this Sunday hourly projected this low and it is holding, that means I'm trusting the reflection on the other side. These hourly ranges are pretty large. You have to zoom in to 5 minutes. Since I'm looking for this box which has not, price is somewhere here, right? Price is here somewhere. It is getting there. So I'm finding something right here is the center. The center of the box is a balance point. Finding the bar, get this reflected on the bottom to project the top. And we get at the peak of the valleys on our price. Are we at the peak of the price? Are we at the valley of the price? So here we have peak. Right here at the bottom is the peak and the price. Peak and price. It could have been a valley in the price too. So these are the turning points. And this ranges of peaks and valleys. Are we there? On the hourly basis, yes, we are there. Let's fine tune this further. Right here. In the 5 minutes also, we have it on the peak. We have it here, peaks. Okay, the peaks are there. Peaks are merging from hourly. It could have been peak to valley to peak, doesn't matter. Change of sentiment of energy is merging. Yes, they are merging. Are they merging at the price of interest of reversal? Yes, they are there and merging. Wow. What do we do? Curve fit the bottom to find the top. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short. What do we do? We have to go short. Since the intention is to go short, we have to go short There we go. So 3-point system, and then we put Mandela as well. So here the system engages in reflection, C459, and also engages in peaks and valleys of time, which should be always your first priority, and say, hey, I will only come to trade at this time only. It's too late when this is going, when you're traveling this distance, you're not going to be able to get anything out of it, right? And just randomly taking the peaks and valley will destroy your life. This is how you merge hourly and 5 minutes, and each of them have a same pattern. Reflection boxes and Mandela. These are the price patterns. Peaks and valleys are the time patterns. Only qualify things through peaks and valleys first. So first strike, peaks and valleys. Okay, I'm at the peak and valley on all time frames. Here we are only dealing with 2 time frames, hourly and 5 minute. What is the next stage? Next stage is, are we at the hourly price reflection box? Yes, we are. Are we at the reflection price of 5 minutes? Yes, we are. Here it is. We got the trade. All right. So now the top is done. Now we're gonna find the intermediate bottom. Same thing. One more example. Are we at on the hourly chart? We're back to hourly chart. Are we at the peak or the valley? Yes, we are. We placed it where? So here is example where these hourly ranges are very large, so we can use this square itself as peak or the valley. So if you do that, we need to see 2 things here. One thing is, if you see the pattern, this is market is going to the circle. On the circle, it reflected, and there was a square. So square and the circle, we are using this as the composite reflection point. And where is it going? We don't know where it is going, but we are projecting it should be here in this rectangle, and it gets there. Okay, so then we put Mandela there. It will be right here. What else is missing here? Well, our 3-point system is pretty simple, right? So the reflection is there. Mandela, will put it here. It's going to be here. Range, right? Hourly ranges are pretty big. We do the same thing, qualification on the lower time frame. What is missing here? Time. We only do this analysis at peaks and valleys. So you know this in advance for next 5 days. Peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. We already know that. You are here, you are here. It said, okay, I'm done, right? Are you done? If you want to trade after this is done, okay, where are we going? Where do I take long? Well, do the analysis, and you know, hey, 4 hours from now, we're gonna be here, or 6 hours from here, we'll be here. So when it cuts here, 1 hour before, I'll put an alert and say, once you get there, let's see where you are. You already alerted, so you're gone for 2-3 hours. Gone for 2-3 hours, and what are you doing in the meantime? We are just enjoying life, right? And you come back 1 hour earlier. I said, okay, market is getting into my peaks and valleys. What do I do? Let's do the analysis. What do? We put on the tool. Reflection is posted on the top to find the reflection on the bottom, which it does. At our peak or the valley. Here it is valley, here it is valley. We trapped the time and the price. What is missing is qualifying this on the lower time frame. So same thing. You can pick your time frame, go to 60 minutes and 5 minutes. Same tools. 3 tools are used to converge things on higher time frame to lower time frame. 2 price points, Mandela and reflection boxes, merging and converging with the time boxes. Don't trade all the time. Come to trade in these peaks and valleys and qualify by overlaying these 2 tools and methodologies. We can go on to now 1 minute chart by applying this triangular tool. All these tools are clearly mentioned. Where are they mentioned? If you go to this website, 369forecast.com.
Believes that this active engagement.
Then we go to playlist. If you don't have it, should be a playlist right here. Professional Denver Trading Collective. It has all 21 tools I'm talking about. Reflections, triangular. Here is the complete system 1. This system is also going to go here. So these are connect with Bob. We'll share his information, connect with Bob, and he is gonna get you started. So Mandala I've been talking about is right here. Standard tool, how does this work? Multi-square bar is right here. How does it work? Right? Tool names, description. There's nothing much to do as in this models. You just have one click only. Drop the tool and just drag the tool. Behind the scene is all the magic. Right here. None of the charts I've shown you require squaring. If you do, you can still work. There it is. Now we are gonna zoom into 1 minute chart. Remember, on the hourly and 5 minutes, we have qualified this 2 to 3 hour window. Now we have these time windows, which is reflecting and generating these rectangles. How do we use it? Bunch of ways to do it. One way is we take that 2 to 3 hours zone qualified by 1 hour and 5 minutes, and at this window we see a square. The square has an apex right here. Trend line going down, trend line going up, apex. This apex and this apex of this guy, apex of these guys. So within this window, 2 to 3, the price range was this. And we got this. So within this time window, you're coming at 8 and whatever time you come to trade, this is happening early morning. Market gave you a first chance, second chance, 3 chances from the hourly and 5 minutes projected low. And we take this apexes, we draw the price lines from this apex. Apex is here, and then from here it's not drawn, and from here it is drawn, and from this apex is drawn. So these apex peaks, we drew it. And this is why we're doing this, because we are inside our price zone from the hourly and 5 minute. This is a big range. We are gonna deal with this because you're coming little late to trade. You're not trading like algos all day long. So what do? 3 strike system. Where are my peaks and valleys? This is the valley area. This is the peak area. So peak area on 1 hour of or valley of 1 hour, right? So peak or valley of 1 hour is now becoming peak and valley of 5 minutes. Now is becoming peak and valley of 1 minute. Doesn't have to be peak or valley. It can be any combination. It's a change of energy. It's what it is. Sometimes peak will match the peaks, valleys will match the valleys. Sometimes it will not. So are we at the valley or the peak? Yes, we are at the peak. At the time zone of 1 hour, 5 minutes, yes, we should trade long. If not, let it come back. If not, it would have gone right here straight. No chance, no worries. You came here, but you know when you're gonna come. You put an alarm, wake up at between 1 hour before this, right? Peak and valley. So valleys and valleys. In this case, valleys are collaborating with the lows. Inside this projected hourly rectangle, this is an hourly rectangle, gave you a chance here. Peak and valley range. Here, peak and valley range. Now we're gonna use these apex on 1 minute to enter precisely. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. I appreciate it. Follow these 3-step process and the 3 tools. Success is your birthright. Thank you.